Okay, you guys, I found out something pretty cool, or I found something pretty cool that I just wanted to share, in case anybody's doing like quizzes on Pear Deck. The reason I am is because or the majority of my quizzes for my regular chem class are already in PowerPoint, so it's easier for me to just do Google Slides than me to take the time to hand redo all the quizzes in Canvas. Like, I just don't have time for that. So if you already have all your stuff in Canvas, then you don't need this. But this is working really well for me, and I feel really excited about it. So I have this quiz. I just imported it from my normal PowerPoint. I imported it into Google Slides, okay, and then for this document, I have Pear Deck, and I did some Pear Deck add-ons. So the reason that I do this next slide right here is so that I can organize it by last name. Otherwise, everything else organizes it by first name, and I haven't found a way around that. So this way I'll be able to organize their grades by last name, which will make it me inputting them easier. Okay, so for this one, I put text, right? So they put text, okay? Then I have this next question, and then I did a multiple choice, and I gave them the options of, oops, it already says it, but um, A, B, C, D, E, and they pick a multiple choice based on my slide. Okay, and then I copied the fastest way instead of then re-adding choice to this one, like going here, is if you just copy this, if this is the same type of question you want, like this is another multiple choice question, and you paste it, it goes so much faster instead of having to click choice every time. For some reason, that takes forever to load. And so then like this one was a number one that they would have had to put in a number with units. So I put a text, I clicked it on text for this one. Okay, and then I go back here and I start my lesson. Now, usually when I do this, you can do it two ways. I do instructor paste, so I can see when they're finishing. They're kind of timed. I don't let them take forever on it. Um, so I do the instructor paste. My computer's or my internet's not the best, so I open it up. But I also sometimes, so I open up the student version myself. So I copy the link, I send it to them, and then I open up the student version also myself, and then I take the quiz so that I already have my answer key. You don't have to do that. You can write in the answer key if you want. Um, so since, I'm the only student in here, so I'll go right here. So this is my student slide. So Murphy, Lauren, okay. All right, and then I'm just gonna take this quiz really quickly. Oh, why is it letting me, why is it doing this? Hold on one second. Technical error timeout. Okay, so then I go to the next slide as the teacher, and then I come over here, and I'm gonna click my student answer. And then I'm going to go look, okay, I responded. Next slide, sodium is an element, blah, blah, blah. Just take the quiz. Sorry, I'm just going to take the quiz real quick. Saltwater homogeneous mixture. Okay, this one's answer ends up being 2.8 grams per milliliter. Okay, so you just end up closing your session, and then I'm going to go to my quiz session right here. Daily quiz 924, and I'm gonna export the spreadsheet. Now here the issue is that the spreadsheet, for some reason this tool I'm gonna use, it's called Flubaroo, it does not work on our personal accounts. So what I generally do is I email it to myself, or I'm gonna just switch this real quick. To my personal email, and I'm gonna hopefully be able to open it on there. Move this down. Oh, okay, so let's go back. I will just open it on my personal email. So student responses, so I send it to myself, right? So you open it in Sheets right here. Okay, and then you would go to, so I had to do this I sent it to my personal email, so I'm gonna have to switch this to my personal email because for some reason the district won't so far allow us to use this app. So I'm doing it on my own personal email. And so you go to add-ons and you go to get add-ons and you will click Flubaroo. So add-ons. Okay, sorry. Add-ons, get add-ons, and you'd go to Flubaroo. Okay, so I already have it. So you just get what you get it, you download it. Okay, Flubaroo, and I've already graded it, so I'm gonna start over. I'm gonna regrade the assignment. Okay. Now I have their names in here. Their names in here. I had that on that first slide, last name first, because it made my life easier. Let me stop for a second. I also took, there was a blank spot in here. I also put in my answer key, but if I take the quiz as a student, when I take it, my name will pop up on there and you can just make sure you use that as the answer key. I just inserted a line and I put key for the answers, and then I just made the answer key. So you click the key and then you go, sorry, I made the key, and you'll go to, it would say grade assignment. It says regrade because I've already graded it, but I'll show you. So, okay, you're gonna create, get rid of your existing ones. Okay, whatever. So then this thing will pop up and it'll ask you to pick which one is the student identifier. Like you need to know which student is who. So for me, that's going to be slide 1. Sorry, it's taking a little bit of time for the internet. So, okay, slide number 1, so you can click this, identifies the student, because my slide 1 column are my students. And then all the rest of the slides are the questions, right? So normal grading, and then how many points you want. Normal grading, blah, blah, blah. And then you go to continue, and then you have to pick which student you want to use as the answer key. So if you actually take the quiz alongside the students, you'll have your name on here. For me, I just put key. So I click on that, like this is my fake student called key. And then I go to continue, and then it's going to take this and grade the entire assignment without any of my help. So this is kind of life-changing, at least for me. So you go here. Grading in progress. It takes like a second, but it doesn't take as long as it would if you had to grade it by hand. And so then you can see that it graded all of their quizzes. Okay. And I checked Cassandra's. Remember I mentioned her. So it says the grading is complete. It did give her the final point, so obviously the formatting was an issue. And then for me right here, I'm going to organize my names A to Z, because that's how they are in my, let's see, that's how they are in my grade book, right? And so now I have them all in alphabetical order with all their grades. Anyways, I just thought this was like a pretty cool tool to share with you guys, and I hope maybe some of you will find some benefit from it. Okay, have a good night. Okay, and then I'm going to end the quiz. So